It's great to have your paychecks upgraded. But what's happening is once people have the paychecks upgraded, they're not upgrading their mindset. You are thinking and expecting you're going to get more in the future. And that's when you start saving, investing, and thinking about your future. But that's never the case. You want to start early, young, because with compound interest, first of all, you can make so much money on that, but also the financial discipline is going to outweigh any type of investments that you make within the market. Investing in yourself, investing in the ability to create a budget is certainly what's going to get you above these times. Let's be real. Sometimes it's not about the economy, rent prices, or gas prices. Sometimes it's the little things that we're doing that's putting us in a financial trap without even realizing it. And in tough times, it's really hard to spot all these traps. Why? Because most people say this is the things that you need to do for survival. So in this video, I want to make sure you guys are aware of the money traps that are draining so many people during these times, especially with everything being so damn expensive. And my goal throughout this video, guys, is really to make you feel free and not so much shame in the decisions you make with your finances. The first money trap that so many people fall into is that I deserve it spending. Hard days lead to hard spending. And right now in the economy, things are really hard, which is having so many people just spending so much of their discretionary income, if they even have any. You see, you hear a lot of people just walk around saying, I deserve it. And you know what? You do. You do deserve to have some relaxation. Sometimes just chill, go spending, buy the things that you want to buy and enjoy life. But the issue is, guys, and we all know this because we've seen so many people experience this, I experience it, if we don't have the ability to say no, all those saying I deserve it type situations puts you in a financial disaster. And trust me, I've been there. So here's what you do instead, because life is not all about just struggling, and having no fun. Within your budget, you certainly need to put a line item in there for you to have fun. Now, this is not for you to put down thousands of dollars, okay? No, this is for you to put a small amount of money in there where you could buy things without feeling guilt. For example, if you love that damn latte, and so many people make videos about lattes, but it's the God honest truth, put that in your budget. If you like to enjoy your lattes once in a while, put it in your budget. If you like going to the movie theaters, put it in your budget. Any little things that you like doing that makes you feel good, put it within your budget. This doesn't mean you put every single thing within your budget, but have something in there. That way, when things get rough, you can have a financial reset. Because the number one thing that people do all the damn time is they make a budget that's really strict, if they even have a budget, and then they end up spending even more money that they don't even have. And now I know there's so many people out there who hate doing budgets, but please recognize this. It's something I say to myself and I want to share with you. Peace comes from planning, not from panic spending. And the second money trap is this: if I have more money, then I start managing it. You do not want to wait for the day that you start receiving all this extra income in order to start managing your money. You see, saying things like, only if I have more money, is not going to fix the situation, especially if your habits right now are extremely horrible and you have no control of your finances. Because if your habits stay the same, you're going to experience the same trouble you're experiencing now, but even worse. You see, because it's great, right? It's great to have your paychecks upgraded. But what's happening is once people have the paychecks upgraded, they're not upgrading their mindset. So this is what I highly recommend for people to do. Start budgeting now. It doesn't matter if you hate the fact of I have no money, I'm struggling, but you need to face the reality of your situation, because you really need to learn how to practice $1,000 budget or $2,000 budget before you can manage $20,000. And this money trap, guys, is really hard to fix. I am not going to lie. I experienced that myself. I always felt like later on I can invest more. Later on I can save more once I get this job. And that happens to so many people, especially those that graduated from college and they know their first job is like an entry-level job. Even for people who didn't go to college, you feel like the job you get in the beginning of your career is your lower paying job. You are thinking and expecting you're going to get more in the future, and that's when you start saving, investing, and thinking about your future. But that's never the case. You want to start early, young, because with compound interest, first of all, you can make so much money on that, but also the financial discipline is going to outweigh any type of investments that you make within the market. Investing in yourself, investing in the ability to create a budget is certainly what's going to get you above these times. And the third money trap that I'm seeing so much, and yeah, I know you guys are tired of seeing all these YouTubers say the same thing, which is the subscriptions. Now listen, having a subscription that's $9.99 a month is not that big of a deal. But times 10, that's grocery money. And during these tough times, all these unused, low value subscriptions, oh, they add up. And it's really hard to spot because most of us just want entertainment. We all need to have Peacock, Amazon Prime, Paramount Plus, HBO, which is now Max, all these subscriptions because we just want to be in the know. Sorry, I'd rather be rich and having money and enjoying life rather than knowing what the hell is going on in whatever the hell HBO show is now. Jack Reacher is on Prime. There's so much crap that's out right now, but really what we need to focus on is our finances. Because these damn subscription guys are really invisible money drains. And the things that you should do in order to spot them is have weekly audits within your bank statement. Yes, you heard me, weekly, not monthly. Why? Because sometimes you sign up for something and it says, hey, it's free for 7 days, and then you forget. And all these charges come in sporadically. Let's catch it right away. Weekly, take a look and see what subscriptions that you have. And little by little, start removing them from your account. Matter of fact, just wipe them all out. Get rid of all of them. Start a clean slate. Go 1 month with none of those damn ridiculous subscriptions that you have. And then, only then, when you recognize, you know what? I want to add Netflix because it's a show I want to watch, then go ahead and add it. But you don't need to have 10 subscriptions waiting on the sidelines for whenever you decide to go in to watch the show that you want to watch. And listen, this happens to me all the damn time. There's times I'm like, oh, I heard there's this show on Paramount Plus I want to check out. I get the app, and next thing you know, it really says I have an account. I had an account the whole damn time, and I never even noticed it. $9.99 was there in my account, just pulling money out, and I had no idea that this was happening. And doing this really frees up $50 to $100 a month, even more depending on the subscriptions you have. Now, I want to ask you guys a question. Help me out here. Amazon Prime. I'm really debating on getting rid of Amazon Prime. You see, because I'm always going there ordering stuff, and that's great. I get it. But most of the stuff that I order there are not needs, they're wants. And I'm spending $140 a year pretty much getting a subscription to get 2-day services. There's really no good shows on Amazon Prime except for Jack Reacher. But that's like, what, once a year? Is it really worth it? Drop a comment down below, guys, and let me know, because I'm really debating and I'm thinking I'm going to remove this. Sounds like a smart idea. Let's see. The fourth money trap that everyone is doing these times is having credit card as a safety net. Credit cards, credit cards. I don't even know where to begin. The education that's around credit cards is horrible, but the lure that you get for using a credit card, especially during emergencies, and you say, hey, listen, it's an emergency, let me use my credit card because I need to hold on to my cash because that's my money. And next thing you know, you're making minimum payments, then the interest is coming in, and you recognize I can't even afford it because I can't even afford life right now. How the hell am I able to afford this credit card? It's making your situation worse. Because yes, using a credit card during certain situations when your back's against the wall, that seems logical. But the amount of money is going to grow within these balances based upon the interest. It grows so fast and just becomes an avalanche and makes it harder for you to even get ahead. So now these are the things that you should do. Make an emergency fund. People out there saying, I saw a video really, which was crazy if you ask me. Someone saying, if you have less than $20,000 in emergency fund, you are in trouble. A majority of society doesn't even have $500 in a savings account, which is good news for you. The bar is set really low. Try to get at least $500 in your savings account. Any little emergency that happens in your life, you could go ahead and use that $500. It's a start. Yes, you're going to need more money later on down the road, but for now, all I really care about is you getting started and plugging up the holes that you have right now in your sinking ship. And then what I want you to do as well is use cash and debit. Oh, so many people are going to hate this. But if you're not good with using credit cards and you're not good with managing your money, you need to stay away from credit cards. You really do. Yes, you want the rewards. Yes, you want to travel. But how are you going to go anywhere when you're broke? You have no money right now. You see, most people right now are currently struggling just to put gas in the car to go to work. So why are people worrying about having traveler's reward? So you really need to stay away from credit cards. And if you are going to use it, because I've used it before as well during tough times, even when I knew I wasn't able to pay the balance off at the end of the month. Guys, I've been there and I've done that. Make sure you have a plan. Say, okay, within 2 or 3 months, I'm gonna pay this balance off completely. Don't just use it and have no plan. That's what gets so many people in financial stress. And the fifth money trap that so many people are experiencing is financial avoidance. People do not want to look at their bank account. They don't want to look at it. Their eyes are closed. It's just like, hell no, you know what? If I don't look, it doesn't exist. We can't do that. And I understand now, especially with the economy being the way it is and the market, all these fluctuations and everything is just so expensive. You say to yourself, I just have to pay it. I'm just gonna pay it and not look. And then once I get my check, it'll just, nah, you can't do that. You really need to sit down and look at your finances. Every day, at least once in the morning, take a look at your account. Number one, I'm telling you to do this as well because, as I mentioned, for the unused subscriptions. But number two, you gotta see what's going on with your money. You have to see if there's something right now that's gonna bust your budget. You cannot just go ahead and live life just willy-nilly and not paying attention, because what's gonna happen is then you're gonna get hit with some late fees because some of your checks are gonna bounce. Then you're gonna get some overdraft fees, and all this is doing is adding extra stress to right now what's already stressful during these times. So please take a look into your checking account periodically. I do it daily. And when you go in your mailbox and you open up your mail and you see bills in there, open it. I know it's terrifying to see that damn light bill, to see how expensive our utility bills are going to be, but you certainly need to open it, look into it. And if you budgeted for that amount, perfect. If it's more than you expected, you definitely need to revisit your budget and make sure you're able to pay utilities. Do not mess around and have your lights cut off. That's not a good experience. And also, yes, you're looking into your bank account, everything is great, but do a weekly check-in just to see what's going on. How's your spending habits? Are you within your budget? Take a look and see exactly what you need to do if you need to make any readjustments. Now, how you do a budget, it really doesn't matter. You can use a spreadsheet, you can write it on paper, you can use an app. Actually, we're not using apps. We're trying to downsize right now, and we're not trying to add extra subscriptions. Get a pen and paper or a spreadsheet. That's all you need to track exactly how you're spending your money. And give yourself grace, but also give yourself facts. If the fact is you can't afford certain things, or this month things are gonna be tight, you have to adjust. You have to pivot to the actual numbers. You cannot just start fluffing up numbers and saying, you know what, I'm making a payment arrangement here, payment arrangement there, skip this, cut. No. We cannot do that. We make sure that we handle our main responsibilities and we make adjustments and we cut back on expenses that we know we can cut back on. Eating out, grocery shopping, certain things that we know we could just bring down to a minimum, bringing food and work, meal prepping rather than buying food out in the street. Certain things we need to do, and it's only going to be for a month or two until you get back on track. So hard times require honest strategies. This is strategies that you certainly need to follow during these crazy, turbulent times within the economy. It doesn't mean you're just horrible with money and you're doing bad. To most people, it has nothing to do with you. It's not your fault at all that the price of groceries are going high and inflation is just destroying your paychecks. Your job's not giving you the wages that you deserve. Yes, I understand. It's not your fault. But what I want you to understand is it's your fault if you do nothing about it. A majority of society just says, F it, YOLO, and they're not handling their business. You can't do that. Re-strategize, refocus, just to bring peace within your life, and you change your lifestyle based upon your income. Your income is your main driver, but maintaining your expenses is really, really important. The whole I deserve it spending cannot be a thing. The waiting for more income may never come when you want it, so for now, just deal with your situation now. And you certainly, guys, just cannot avoid the truth. The truth is the truth. If you can't afford something, you can't afford it. You can't find ways of using credit cards or just avoiding it just because you don't want to face the reality. You have to face the reality. If this video resonated with any of you guys, please drop a comment down below and let me know. I would love to hear it. At the same time, guys, please take the time, hit the like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Catch you guys on my next video. Peace.